think Greig Fraser's cinematography in this is breathtaking. It's like it's so gorgeous that it doesn't make sense. For both of you, it really is amazing. For both of you, could you talk a little bit about working with him and perhaps one of the more challenging shots that you needed to pull off?
Matt wrote this incredible script and put together a beautiful team, including Greig at the helm. And an important part of any cinematographer's work is also the production designer and the costume designer's work, because that's the image they're photographing. Stepping onto this set was a really good feeling. The backlot that we had was incredible. What Greig did was incredible.
James Chinlin, our production designer.
Yeah, and Matt's conception, you were in the hands of a filmmaker, him and Greig together, so it was a really beautiful space to go to work. I mean, for me, one of my favorite memories was the diner scene all night on that backlot, the way it looked, I saw on the monitor, and the incredible camera mechanism they used to do the coffee cup shot. Just incredible to get. That's one of the few moments where I was going, okay, I'm impressed, and this is awesome.
Yeah, I was really taken by Greg's work, and it was really clear to me, and I just said it like just consciously to myself a few times on set, man, this guy is a painter. I mean, he really does paint with light. And I would look at, in fact, the diner scene, we shot the scene, I was looking at the monitor and we were trying to get this relationship of Rob and I outside the diner. And I looked at the monitor and I'm like, oh my God, dude, all you need to do is stand right there and it's all said. Greig uses shadow and light, but these just brushstrokes of color, oranges here, these kind of pinks there in a way that, and it's consistent in a way that's just so beautiful and so informative of tone and mood and does so much work for us as actors. And I literally said to myself, just stand there, don't do anything, and let his work speak. He's really, really brilliant.
A lot of people, there's a lot of people, unfortunately, who think like the superhero genre, it's like a lot of the same movie, like they're tired of the genre. I would argue that this movie is a perfect reason of what can be done in terms of the filmmaking. It's a fucking amazing movie that just happens to star Batman. It's an artistic movie. Can you sort of talk about that aspect of this film?
I feel so lucky to be a part of it for that reason, because I think it gives the audience what it wants and what it needs and what Batman should, while, I think it's an immersive piece of cinema, and I am so impressed by what Matt has done. And it really, his conception of this was full. So as an audience member, it's not like that fun to watch yourself, but I loved watching this movie because of what Matt did, that opening fear sequence on the streets. It's incredible. The construction, what the camera's doing, what the lighting is doing, as you mentioned, like all the elements, the sound and the score. It's an immersive film. I really hope, I know we're all saying this, but this is a movie to see in a theater. Like, you need to give yourself over to this experience. And so I agree that I think this makes a really strong case that this is a real film.
Yeah, I'm excited for audiences, particularly younger audiences, to take in this film because, obviously, there's a lot of comic book films out there, and I think at times can rely on the bells and whistles a bit much. And I think for younger audiences, particularly who have grown up with that this film has, that kinetic energy and, the fantastical elements, but it's plot driven, it's emotional, it's psychological, it's beautiful, it's well considered in a way that I think is going to open younger eyes particularly to things that they maybe hadn't experienced before in theaters with a genre, with a film like this of this genre. So I'm excited for all folks to see it, but particularly the younger folks in the audiences.
On that note, I got to go. Congrats, for real. You both did such a great job.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.